Ishan, ये जो pivotal moment है, the crux of this video is it time to move on from Nabi?
I think the last 8-9 matches of this season would define it.
Hello and welcome to Medicine the Monk once again. This is, in all honesty, the third time we're trying to record this video. It's been stop-start, and it's very, very ironic. Speaking of stop-start, our topic of discussion is a man whose career is been stop and start because of so many different reasons. It's Naby Keita. Nidhi is with me. Ishan joins us as well. Ishan, thank you so much for being part of the channel. Ishan, what's the one word that comes to mind when I say Naby Keita?
I think it's enigma for me. Like, I mean, we all know how huge a talent he is. We all know the kind of potential he has. And I mean, even when he was at Leipzig, we were like, just looking at him and like just waiting for him to join us and like, give us that, that extra dimension which was required in our midfield. But due to injuries and a whole lot of different problems, like, he's just not been able to do anything of, real note as such in the 3 years at Liverpool. So I think for me, it's going to be enigma because, we know that he has the talent, we see it in flashes, but then there is no consistency as such also because as I said, like injuries.
Definitely.
Nidhi, for you?
I think the one word that comes to my mind is underwhelming because we waited for Naby for an entire year. He was I think when he signed, he was the second highest money we paid for a player or third highest or something like that. But he was in the top 5. We waited for an entire year. There was an entire public drama with the transfer of Naby Keita where the director of Leipzig was not agreeing. This happened, that happened, and then he's come in and like Ishan and you've said, we've seen flashes, but he's not been the player that he was brought to be. That's my word for Naby Keita would be underwhelming. What about you?
Disappointing is the word that comes to mind. The amount of money that we have spent for him, the amount of time we've seen him play for Liverpool. कोई और देखेगा और देखता है हमें बात करते वक्त सुनता है वो बोलते कि why do you rate this guy, hype him up so much? Because we see whenever he plays for 25 minutes, 30 minutes or a game, might be against a game, a team like Southampton just to build his confidence. Back in the day, abhi to Southampton बहुत अच्छी है. But so we know what can Naby Keita produce. But it has never happened. It has never happened for me. The word is disappointment. The fact that the entire time that Naby Keita has played, Milner has had much more influence, speaks volumes of how disappointing you could say Naby Keita has been. But Ishan, do you think the fact that we won trophies has kept him out of the spotlight, negative spotlight?
For sure. I think that is one thing which has, kind of helped him a lot to integrate inside the team without that much added pressure as well. And, in the past 3 years, we have been like competing on all grounds in the Premier League as well as the Champions League, which I think is a great bonus for the team as well as Keita as well, because, if the team is doing well, then we tend to not see what the problems we are going through, and we just tend to see, okay, fine, we are winning, so it's okay. So let's not put so much pressure onto him. He's probably a young player adjusting to a new country and a new club, etc., etc. But I think now the time is such that since we are not playing that well consistently, and also on top of that we have had so many injuries to so many key players, this was the best time for actually Keita to show and step up. Also because it's we have waited for it for like 2.5 years. So I don't know, like what to make of Keita now. Like it's such a conundrum that pata hai ki he can unlock any defense as such with his dribbling and incisive passing, but खेलेगा नहीं खेलेगा, फिट रहेगा नहीं रहेगा, वो जो एक बैलेंस है वो मिल ही नहीं रहा है उसके साथ. So which is, as Mana said, highly disappointing.
Nidhi, can you describe me like Naby Keita ki on paper we know his position, but the type of player that he is. But when I think of our midfield, even when Naby Keita starts, I am not sure where he's going to start. Or what is his role going to be. Like, he has not been able to establish the fact that what kind of player he is at the club. And that's not demeaning a player that he is. That just stresses the fact that usne not even an inch of influence when it comes to the grand scheme of things. I'm so sorry, I might be going on a rant, but I'm just expressing. If you think about Wijnaldum as well, he had that game, the Barca game. We think of Fabinho, we think one of the best defensive midfielders. तू चेम्बरलेन जब भी मिडफील्डर खेलेगा तेरे को एक दो गेम याद आएंगे अगेंस्ट मैनचेस्टर सिटी. He has had that moment. Shaqiri against Barcelona as well. Shaqiri had a good season. I don't know Naby. I don't recollect anything of Naby Keita, Nidhi. Like मेरे को ऐसा एक amazing moment भी याद नहीं आता, Nidhi.
Yeah, that's exactly where I agree with the both of you 150%. Where Naby has had, if you think about Naby, you'll think, okay, उसने उस game में वो dribble किया था, he did that turn, that's all, and that's the biggest sort of misfortune we can say, because he's such a talented player. When he came on, another thing we must talk about is we gave him the number 8 jersey. Steven Gerrard's jersey was passed on to Naby Keita, right? It was vacant till the time Stevie left, and then Naby Keita took it. So I think it was a reflection on the kind of role he wanted to play, wherein he wanted to be the box to box midfielder, affect games, unlock defenses. But like you said, it has not happened, and I totally agree with you, Manas. उसका पोजीशन ही मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि जब वो स्टार्ट भी करेगा तो वो कहाँ क्या करने वाला है.
Ishan, so can you describe, since you are the man who's into tactics and numbers and everything, like Leipzig, what did we see Naby Keita? What were we expecting out of Naby Keita when we signed?
Okay, so like if you look at our midfield is a very functional kind of a unit. So they have a very set role, and which is primarily to like especially the right and the left center midfielders. Their basic role is to give defensive cover and keep recycling the ball. Defensive cover to the full backs, which are our primary playmakers. So keeping that in mind, what Keita offered more than Wijnaldum and say Milner or Henderson was his better dribbling and picking out the right pass in tight spaces. So and on top of that, the another very good skill which he had is that he was good at winning the ball as well. So it was something like which you want in your perfect midfielder, like winning the ball, retaining the ball, and progressing with the ball.
Yeah.
So he probably like I think if you talk about like with respect to the minutes played in the past 3 seasons for Liverpool, if you talk just about stats in like percentile basis, he would probably be in the top 10 midfielders. But then again, that means nothing because he's hardly played.
Is that for Liverpool or across the league?
Across the league in PL. for sure.
Okay.
Like I know for a fact for 2021 he's in the top 5 midfielders for ball winning, ball progression, and ball retention altogether.
That's very surprising.
That's surprise. That's what I'm saying. It's surprising because he fails the eye test all the time you see him. Because I think it's also probably because, you know, due to the fee and the jersey number which you mentioned, we expect a lot of fireworks from him. We want something like, you know, really big from him. Whereas
Ishan,
you know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to interrupt. I don't think the expectation is fireworks or much. The expectations is the last 1.5 years is to be fit. I think it's
Correct,
just to
correct.
be fit, and
Correct,
it has
correct.
not happened. Nidhi, what Ishan was explaining about the qualities of Naby Keita, and in my head, I visualize Curtis Jones doing the same and much more already. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very fair point. I mean, Curtis Jones at that age and, you know, in that limited time has had more of an impact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we cannot talk about Naby Keita and not talk about his injury records. So, Ishan, what are your views on that? Like, what? I mean, I know that you have some stats ready, as you do, but
Yeah.
how much? Of course, it has played a role, but what is it with Naby Keita and injuries?
I think if you just look at pure games, okay, he has missed 54 games for us in 3 years. And previous to that, he had missed just 12 games for Salzburg and Leipzig. So, like, if you look at it from a very scouting perspective, there was nothing wrong with Liverpool paying that much amount of money, because all the injuries which he had before Liverpool were very minor injuries, very minor muscle issues, or like, you know, just strains on his muscles, which is fine, which every footballer gets. But I think the medical department has not dealt with Naby particularly well. And also we know that, you know, last season his national team coach played him despite knowing that he was injured, which actually aggravated the situation. So keeping all of this in mind, all of this has just kind of, you know, added on to, you know, his fitness being what it is. And I think he kind of made a recovery in late February this year. But again, if you see from February till last, you know, day before yesterday, the Madrid game, he has just played 142 minutes. And we have had like good 7-8 games till then. And that is like nothing, you know, if you look at the number of games we have had. And I think, you know, what the management at the club wants right now from him is just to remain fit. I mean, that is the bare basic which
yeah, and
once
the timing of this video is such that we have to talk about the game against Real Madrid and Naby Keita.
Yes.
Once again,
Yeah.
you know, it was almost a Lovren flashback, you know, where we had to remove a player in the first half itself. Manas, what did you make of that game? Because I think this is a pivotal moment. Which way it goes, I don't know. And I'm not saying that the club and Klopp has lost faith in him, but this has to be a pivotal moment. What are your thoughts on that, Manas?
I liked how you summed it up, that moment is pivotal in Naby's career. Lovren recovered a bit to play more, I think, later on. How Naby responds to this is going to be interesting. I felt bad for Naby in that game when he was started. Not because, I mean, I am a Liverpool supporter and I've seen Naby, like we've discussed, so we know what he can do. So we were like, let's have faith in him.
Yeah.
But he just didn't look up for it. He was not up to pace. He was up against older, but one of the best midfield trio ever to play club football.
Correct. Absolutely.
He just could not get a foothold in the game, and he did make a howler, like Nidhi mentioned for Lovren. I think it was against Tottenham. He had a few howlers.
Yeah.
He was just not involved. So so I felt bad for him. I genuinely felt bad for him going off. It was the right move. It had to be done. We became better.
Yeah.
But how the pivotal moment, that is the pivotal moment, which brings me to the next question to you, Ishan. ये जो
Yeah.
pivotal moment है, the
Mhm.
crux of this video is it time to move on from Nabi?
I think the last 8-9 matches of this season would define it. I mean, deep down, मैं नहीं चाहता कि like we should give up on him, because purely based on the bad luck he has had and the immense talent that he has, and the skill set which he has is so rarely available on the market, and in that kind of a cost. So I mean, I just hope that he somehow recovers in the last 8-9 games. But एक बार अगर from उसके perspective से अगर हम एक बारी सोचे, तो you think that the manager put faith in him and started him against like your European royalty, Real Madrid, again in European match, quarterfinal, the stage is set for him to deliver. Okay? And he gets hooked off at 41st, 42nd minute. So the mental toll of it is gonna be huge on him. Like it's actually gonna be a test how he recovers from just Madrid wala game ka setback, which is gonna be like really really pivotal in how he actually does whatever he does in the remaining season.
Guys, but
I think
I have a yeah, Manas, go on, sorry.
No, I just want to add, Ishan, like I just feel that moment could be the final nail in the coffin for Naby Keita. Yes, Nidhi, तू क्या बोल रहा था?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि यार, see, look, we see a lot of people saying that in real life, in online, etc., that it was a mistake. Klopp should not have thrown in Naby Keita for such a big game. But here's my point: this is a 50 million midfielder that you bought. He is supposed to help you in those games. He is
Absolutely.
He's at the right age. This is the kind of game that we bought Naby Keita for. So I don't blame Klopp for playing him. I just think that this was more of Naby not repaying Klopp's faith rather than Klopp, throwing him in and not.
But Nidhi, like Klopp took that decision. You, me, Ishan, and quite a few will understand why he did. But the fact that it didn't work reflects that it was Klopp's fault. Naby Keita didn't start any games prior to the Real Madrid game despite being fit for so long. So अगर वो बीच में एक दो गेम खेलता और फिर उसको दिलाता start, it puts Klopp, this man that I love so much, in a very vulnerable position when it comes to questioning the decision. We understand why. That's why I have sympathy for Naby Keita. वो खेला ही नहीं, शुरू नहीं किया है. Direct Real Madrid का against खिला रहे हो तो quarter final.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that उसने कुछ गलत किया.
Of course.
Look, इसके पहले का जो game था against Arsenal, Klopp started Milner and it was a wonderful decision. Yeah, I mean Milner played midfield, then he played left back also. So, like you guys said at the start of the video, one of the bigger problems of Naby Keita, as weird as it sounds, is the success that we've had. He has not had the time to stamp his authority because हम लोग इतना अच्छा कर रहे हैं कि उसके लिए जगह, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि उसके लिए जगह ही नहीं है. Why change something which is working?
Correct.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think when, as Mana said, कि मतलब उसने games बिल्कुल भी खेली नहीं है, उसके पास rhythm ही नहीं है, मतलब match fitness ही नहीं है उतनी ज़्यादा कि मतलब how to be actually physically involved in that many matches, and you're playing against the one of the best midfield trios ever. So Klopp took a leap of faith on him, and kind of it shows that कि हाँ, he would have told Naby that I have faith in you, go there and perform.
Yeah.
But I think there could have been like a slight tweak which Klopp could have done, which kind of could have like helped Naby more, would have been that if you would have switched Gini and Naby's side. I mean, whenever we have seen that Naby plays on the left of the midfield, but he was playing on the right. So, and most of their Madrid attacks were coming from the our right, and they were targeting Trent and Nat Phillips. I think if Wijnaldum would have been at that side of the pitch, it might have helped the whole team, defensively speaking.
Fair enough, yeah. Manas, just to
Yeah.
sum it up,
Yeah.
one very simple question I want to ask you. What's next for Navigator?
A move away from Liverpool.
You think
I feel unfortunately, it's nothing against Nabi. I know how good he can be, but it's again a factor of many things. He's not fit majority of the times. Whether we replace Gini Wijnaldum is going to be another thing which will decide whether Nabi leaves. And also for a matter of fact that our club's policy is as such. We are not a very rich club where we can afford to keep on showing faith to Naby Keita when it comes to let him recover, aayega wapis, keep paying his wages. We cash in on players like we might in the summer, and I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Naby Keita is a name that comes up alongside Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to pump in some money. Like I think he might be used to buy someone else because unfortunately it's not happened. I would love to be proven wrong because I have faith in Nabi as well. I want him to succeed, but I don't think it will happen at Liverpool. Nidhi?
Yeah, I agree with you. I was going to say that perhaps a loan can help him, but the profile of Naby Keita, he's at that age, he's a very high profile player. These kind of players, if they go on loan, they rarely come back. So
yeah,
I agree with you. I would love for Naby to abhi jo 8-9 games bache, if he can help us secure top 4 or progress in the tie as well. I don't think he's going to start against Madrid, but if he can, this is crucial. This is, I know we keep saying this, but this is make or break for Naby. But again, I won't be, like you said, I won't be surprised if he's sold.
Yeah, Ishan, please. Yeah, I wanted you to speak.
So just to add on to both of y'all's point, I think the only thing which might end up saving Keita for the next season at Liverpool is the fact that Milner is getting older.
Yeah.
Wijnaldum is leaving. And we might see Chamberlain being sold because even he has not been playing even though he's fit. So if we part ways with 3 center midfielders, then we'll just have like another 3 fit. So which is not a good number. Then we'll probably have to add like at least 1 or 2 more. So I think that might save him for like some time more. But again, as you said, Manas, like I think it's the best time to sell him if you look at it from the FSG perspective. Like it's the best time to make the most money out of him. And like as much as I hate to say it, that's the most practical thing to do right now.
Yeah. So I think to end this, Nidhi, I think the 3 of us want him to succeed, but we all say it's time to move on.
What a somber end to this video, yeah. Yeah, I hope it does well. On that note, thank you so much, Ishan, for joining us.
Thank you so much
talking to you. Whoever's watching, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our video. This is Ishan Pokilu. Please follow him on Twitter. He's brilliant with his analysis, statistics. Please do follow him and subscribe to us. This is Menace and the Monk. We'll be coming up with much more content your way. Thank you and bye-bye.